Flash and the Soldier the Game Spitter, Slim 400. I know this ain't you all over social media, all over YouTube and the gram. They caught you lacking like that. So many mistakes was made. Come on, Slim, you know better than that. You ain't no rookie out here. So why did you make it so easy for your ops, for your attackers? You made it real easy for them. Why would you pull in a driveway, especially in a Challenger? Like what I mean right now, a Challenger. You in a Challenger, you gonna pull in the driveway when you know with a Challenger, it's so hard to see behind you. It's so hard to even back up with the Challenger. Without the backup camera and all that stuff, yeah, the Challengers ain't the easiest cars to back up, to look behind you and all that stuff. So why would you pull up in the driveway, or a driveway like that, where somebody can creep down on you, when you know you got different habits that cause different distractions? You know you got your cell phone. Social media alone, a cell phone alone, it's enough distraction. Let alone when you got to roll up a blunt, you talking on the phone, you got to get your gun right. A lot of different situations. You dozed off. A lot of different situations. You ain't paying attention. You in la-la land because you thinking. You could be paying attention but be in la-la land, and you just be staring, thinking about something. And bam, before you know it, it's somebody like this saying, where you from? And then with the pride that you got, you will hop out the car trying to check him or straighten yourself or look him dead in his eye or even attack him. And he just let off, knowing he ain't a rookie, knowing he ain't scary. That's why he came by himself, one deep, solo thugging. And he just gave you the business. Come on, Slim. You couldn't go out like that. This got to be a wrong video. This can't be the Slim 400 video. It just in the same area. It just looked like it. It can't be this because nah, man, you from Pyro Street. They know better than that. They ain't brought up like that. They ain't taught like that. That's what a rookie will do. Come on, man. You pulled in the driveway and you ain't even had one of these on. A level 4 vest. They can take them 9 shells, them 40 shells, them 4.5 shells. Any type of caliber he got, they can take them. He can eat them up. You supposed to have, you're going to do it like that, and you're going to be in op territory. They saying you could be in op territory. It could have been your grandma's house or a female house. But a lot of people saying you weren't supposed to be over there. And sometimes, you know, when we in gangs, different sets, our grandparents, our girlfriends, you know what I'm saying, our little city girls can be in the ops neighborhood. Our aunts, our uncles can be in the op neighborhood. And we still might want to go see them late night, demon hour time. You knew better. You know how the city is. Let me find out you ain't respect your city. Let me find out you ain't respect your ops. Or let me find out you ain't respect the purge time, the war time. You got to respect all that there, even if you ain't got nothing to do with the situation. Even though people saying it could have been a personal thing, a personal issue. You know, they ain't saying it was no war or no gang type of beef. It was just like a personal issue. And yeah, but it let off, but it got some straightening. You could tell, if this your video right here, you could tell he wasn't a rookie. Yeah, because he did everything right in this situation. As soon as you got out the car, he let off. You know, and while you was going towards him, he was backing up and letting off at the same time. Kept backing up. He didn't trip over himself. He didn't trip over his other shoe, no shoestring or no rock or nothing. He was backing off, keeping that distance. He didn't get up all the way on you, so he kept that little space. So even if you try to reach for him and grab him, that space between y'all, that gap, he can keep letting off. You know, he could push your arm down or push your body weight down with his left arm or his right arm and keep letting off. He got enough rounds. With all them shots letting off, it had to been a magazine with over 15 rounds, at least 15 rounds. And it didn't jam, it didn't do nothing. So everything went perfect in this way. And sometimes with Satan, he'll get that type of power to his children, to his demon child, where he don't make no mistakes. Everything go as planned. Everything go right. The gun don't jam. He don't miss. He may miss 1 or 2 times, but nah, he hit you 4 or 5 times, 10 times, whatever, even more than that. Yeah, everything go perfect. He get away, he get off the scene before the police come. He even may get away with the crime because Satan want that to happen. And later on in life, a situation can happen to him, whether it be jail or death, because he'll still be disobedient to his master, killing other demons, not praising Satan right like he's supposed to. So it's only a matter of time for him, whether, you know, he feel it through other family members, his best friend, his mama, or him being incarcerated, or even him being killed. You know what I'm saying? You know, a demon live in dog years. You see what I'm saying? But that's another conversation. But I'm saying you pulling in a neighborhood where you know it's war, you know it's beef, you know it's turnt, you know it's lit right now, you know it's purging right now. It's purging season. It's the age of Aquarius. It's the age of evil right now. So you know everybody turnt. You know everybody killers right now. Everybody celebrities and everybody killers. Yeah, so you know what the move is. So it ain't like this war just started. It been going on for months. It been going on for months. And you'll still make a move like that. Like, if you're going to do that, you got to be dressed like this, level 4 up. You got to have one of these. You're supposed to be sitting in the car with the seat laid back with one of these. So you could have took all them shots. Yeah, but you pulled in, it's still like you in a death trap because you got to reverse. And you had the car off. So you at least supposed to have the car on. That's why Corvettes and newer cars more better because in different situations because they got the backup camera where you can have it on the whole time. You don't got to have it in reverse. So yeah, in a situation like this, the only way you can see from behind you. So it'll be hard to see in your rearview mirror or your side mirror. So you got to keep the car on with that loud exhaust. You probably got the mid mufflers deleted. So the exhaust so loud. And you already know with California, they got them laws where they banning the exhaust, extra loud exhaust. So you can't have the car on all night and it's late night. It's probably after 12. It's probably 1 or 2 in the morning. So you can't just sit there with the car on and your foot on the brake with the car in reverse and your foot on the brake the whole time just for you to see what's in behind you on the camera, on the touchscreen thing. Just for you to see that, you got to have the car in reverse and your foot on the brake the whole time or weight down there holding it down the whole time. But the car, the loud exhaust still be on. So that's going to give you away. So that's why you got to be facing forward so you can shoot through the glass. Or if you see somebody walking up, you can just cut the car on if the car already on. So it's a must that you have the car on. So that's why Challengers, Scat Packs, and RT and Hellcats, they're not really good when you in op neighborhoods. Yeah, they're not good because they're so loud. You see what I'm saying? So you'll need something that's quiet that can still move fast. You got other cars. That's why you got to have different type of whips. That's when the electric car is going to play a part, a big part. That's why eventually everybody should get one of them. Or a car that don't make a lot of noise where you can keep it on and it don't affect the neighbors sleeping and kids got school in the morning. That's why the neighbors will call the police on you with that loud car because they won't mind for a couple of minutes. You pulling up and you cutting it off or you leaving out and all that stuff. But you having it on for 20 minutes, 30 minutes, an hour. You got kids that live next door. They got to be in school in the morning because school's still going on. Yeah, they might call 911 on you because it's so late in the nighttime. So yeah, you don't want to do that there. You might have a dirty gun on you. You might have some drugs on you. You don't want to go to jail in this time right now. I mean, you ain't scared of nothing, but I'm just saying you don't want to go down and spend all that buying money and all that there just because you made a mistake like that. So that's why you can't have that type of car when you're in neighborhoods and it's wartime because you can't be loud. The car already big and wide, so nah, you gotta have something on the low. So you might have to get a little Toyota. You might have to have something that's slower, but it's quiet. And people don't know that you're in that car. You know what I'm saying? And you only bring that car out at nighttime. You can go get you a little $10,000 Toyota or $10,000 Honda or something like that and just tune it up a little bit if possible so it can go faster without the loud exhaust and all that there. You got to have different cars for different situations if you're going to play it like how you playing it, being in op neighborhoods or being in a neighborhood where it's war. Because when them boys come through there, they spraying everything. They G-checking everything. And yeah, that's what happened in your case. You thought that you just slid through the neighborhood and you just crept in there when nobody paying attention. And yeah, you heard him cut the car off. You pulled in. You thought you was in the cut because you pulled all the way in the driveway. But nah, buddy seen you. Buddy seen you. And he was on you. And it just took him a little while to get over there. But he slowly walked over there, walked up on you. He didn't run up on you. He walked slowly. And yeah, he handled business. Now, Slim 400 popped up. He dead. He gone. Because the little simple mistakes that you made, you at least would have had a better chance if you backed in because you would have seen it coming. Even if you was rolling the blunt, unless you were just sleeping there, you would have seen it coming. You would have seen somebody walking up to you late night. That's why another thing, important thing to have is dogs. They can alert you and all that there. But it's kind of hard, even if you was prepared for everything, but you pulled in, like, buddy still got the ups because you let him walk all the way up on you. You ain't see him coming. You ain't see him coming. You waited till he got all the way up to the car and he said what he said with his gun already out. Then you jumped out the car. It looked like from that video you jumped out the car. That's when he started firing. He probably was going to shoot anyway. He just wanted to, say something to you. But yeah, he just let off and that's what happened. You probably were just trying to go out with a fight because that's the type of soldier that you are. That's the type of blood member that you are. You always going to go out with a fight. You ain't going to never just lay down. So, I can't say that was the wrong thing to do. You just wanted everybody to see, even though you ain't know you was going to be on camera. But, you just had to put up a fight because Slim 400 don't lay down. You gonna have to gun him down. He gonna try. If it's an opportunity for him to try, he gonna try to reach for the gun. He gonna try to fight. He ain't gonna just be no easy kill where he just lay down or he'll just die in the car because he's so shocked that you got a gun. So somebody that's coming at Slim 400, you gotta be willing to pull that trigger. You can't just try to scam with the gun. You gotta pull that trigger because if not, he gonna snatch it from you or he gonna try to fight you or take it from you. and then reverse the situation. Because I can't really say he had a gun, because by him getting out the car and all that there and walking towards him, you know, unless the gun was in the seat or under the seat or something like that, he ain't have it. And they ain't said nothing about him having it. Ain't nobody said nothing about him having one. He probably ain't want to have one because the police so hot. It's wartime, so the police pulling over everything, especially in the Challenger with that loud exhaust. So he ain't want to risk 5 years. He probably been sliding in and out that neighborhood a couple times and ain't nothing happened. He that type of guy. He the type of guy to get shot, and then the next day, the next week, he'll come back to the same neighborhood where he got shot at. That's the type of guy he is. That's that Bompton in him. That's that Bompton in them. That's how they is. That's how they are. A lot of them like that. A lot of them think like that. A lot of them move like that. So they gonna live and die on Bompton Street, or LA, whatever. And they gonna carry it like that. I just don't understand how a bulletproof vest wasn't Slim 400 best friend after being hit up all in his chest, all in his stomach, all in his face. So that's why he's supposed to have the bulletproof face mask. He got hit in the face last time. He got hit up all in the stomach. That'll cover all that there. These are the type of shots that you can't take, that you don't supposed to take, so you can breathe better. All this up in here is what help you breathe good. You know what I'm saying? So you can't afford to get hit in here when you ain't 100% healed from the last situation. You still got staples all in you. You still got a lot of damage in your system. You ain't 100%, so it can't afford another 4 or 5 shells, especially when the ambulance ain't right around the corner. And you already know when the police come, they see that it's gang business, it's going to take even longer because you're not a regular American citizen. So once they see it's a crime scene with violence, gang violence, it's going to take even longer. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, you're going to bleed out. You're going to bleed out every time. You're going to pass away like that every time. Because anytime you're a gangster, the ambulance take that much longer to get there. The police going to take that much longer, you know, because they see it's like a gang violent crime scene, so they looking for guns, they looking for all this different type of stuff before the ambulance get there. They want to see if you had a gun on you, a stolen gun on you, so when you wake up in the hospital, you be handcuffed to the bed, and they can ask you 1,000 questions, and you can't go nowhere. You know what I'm saying? So there's a lot of different pros and cons that play an effect when you're a gangbanger. After you get hit up, you don't get the same type of treatment as a regular person. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna rush. They'll make the call, but for some reason, when you're a gang member, when you're in the streets, the ambulance take that much longer. It take that much longer. The police take that much longer to get there. You're already in a violent neighborhood, so they're not really gonna rush there. They already know what it is. They already know what it is. Once they get the assault with a deadly weapon type of call, yeah, they ain't rushing over there. They coming, but they ain't just, rushing like they'll do in a good neighborhood. You know what I'm saying? They ain't gonna waste no time over there, even though a lot of them pass away too, but it just be different. You just gotta be there to see it. Anytime when you're an important person like Slim 400, you can't go on no solo missions. You gotta keep a shooter in the car with you. And you can't drive. You gotta be in the passenger seat. So when a solo shooter walk up on you, he gotta make a decision. To either take you out or take the driver out, which will buy you time to draw your weapon. It'll buy you time to draw your weapon so you can let off. You can give him a gunfight. And in that situation, if you would have gave him a gunfight, it would have been hard for him to take cover because the open space, it was so much open space. So that's another set of eyes you got in the car with you that can be on point. They can listen for sounds. You know, anytime like that, you need to have the windows down so you can hear sounds. You don't need to have the music playing. You don't need to have the windows all the way up. You need to be listening for sounds when you're in op territories or when you're in a war zone so you can hear footsteps. You can hear people talking. You can hear different sounds that don't sound like an animal, so it can keep you looking around. You can't be looking in your phone. You can't be just talking to no female. You really don't even supposed to be sitting in the car late night. That's the real key thing. You don't supposed to be sitting in the car that long. As soon as you pull in, you're supposed to get out. As soon as you pull in, you're supposed to get out. Ain't no sitting in the driveway when it's wartime. When you're in the active neighborhood and it's wartime, ain't no sitting in the driveway, not even for 2 minutes. As soon as you pull up, cut the car off, you get out the car. As soon as you get in the car, you pull off. Ain't no sitting to roll up a blunt. Nah, you do that in the house. You get everything you need together in the house. You put everything in your book bag. Get your book bag. If you want to drink some liquor or some lean, you pour that up in the house. Then you come outside with everything. Not do everything while you sitting in the car and letting the car warm up. Nah, you can't do that there. You can't even sit in the car and let the car warm up. You can't do that there. As soon as you get in the car, you got to pull off. Unless you're going to cut the car on and then go back in the house. With the push button start, just risk somebody taking it and stealing it. You're supposed to know these type of things. I know you know these type of things. Unless you was just tired and that would cause you to lack or make the move that you made and you ain't care no more. Being tired, that's when you don't care no more. That's when you start cussing everybody out and everything. You just don't care no more. Yeah, that's being tired. So you start lacking. You start doing things that you know can get you killed. Some days you'll make it. Then at one day, situations like this will happen. You know what I'm saying? But that's my take on this conversation right here, man. Y'all hit the like button. Y'all hit the comment section. Y'all hit the notification bell, man. Go.